these are runes and masteries for top, jungle, and mid V. So you could do any of these using these masteries. So I say Red and Quince are flat AD because she scales nicely with AD. You could go armor pen for like mid game and late game, but I feel like taking advantage of her early game and her ratios, it works nicely. She doesn't. You don't need to go armor pen. Like, she doesn't necessarily fall off that hard. She doesn't fall off as hard as some other characters. She scales nicely with AD. So yeah. As for yellows, I would suggest flat armor yellows because you're gonna be facing either a bruiser most likely or the jungle, and there's nothing really else that you'd really need armor like anything else you need that. Armor's the safest bet. In like a weird scenario, if you're facing like an AP, you could run like per level, but that's really weird, so armor's like the easiest bet. Then for blues, I have a mix of MR per level and flat MR. Just the base is get flat MR if you are in lane, and get MR per level if you're in the jungle. That's pretty much it. That's the safest way of going it. You could go MR per level if you're not dealing with any AP in lane, but you should definitely have MR for like later in the game. That's always good. Flat MR is just good if you're facing like an AP if you're mid lane, or if you're facing like a Rumble or Vlad top. Okay, then. The only changes I would have here is like armor pen possibility for Reds and Quince. She just came out, so I'm still kind of testing it, but looking at her ratios, she definitely scales nicely, and she would use attack damage nicely, and attack damage is always good for laning. Alright, we'll go to Masteries. Now there's two different builds here. First one is if you're going to be that just trying to be a carry, you're not really building tanky, you're going to build like Bloodthirsters and Triforce and Black Cleaver and all those like carry items. You'd go 2190, go into offense. I don't have crit here, but you could take points out of Havoc and put them into crit if, say, or you could take points out of Fury and like 1 point of Sorcery. I prefer Sorcery. Put them in crit if you want, if you're saying you're going to go Triforce, if you know you're going to have crit in your build. I don't know that. I'm assuming I'm going to go like Bloodthirsters and Black Cleaver. There's not going to necessarily be crit in my build, so yeah. Anyway, so and like the Frozen Fist doesn't have crit, so yeah. Anyway, so I choose Sorcery over Fury because she uses cooldowns fairly nicely. You don't really need attack speed on her. Other than that, it's typical AD Masteries down here, and Summoner's Wrath because I'm assuming Ignite. If you don't get Ignite, don't use this point, put it in Fury, and dandy. 9 points in defense, health, armor, because you're facing, usually going to be facing an AD dealer top, like attack damage dealer top. If you're facing an AP, then put it in resistance. This isn't lag, I can probably do it for you here. Like that. Alright. And if you're jungling, you don't want any of these points, because you're going to go over here. Like that. There you go. So, yeah, that's that for basic if you're going to carry, but if you were like wanting to be the tank, then you should go 21 in defense, and if you're in 21 in defense, just get 9 in offense like so. If you're gonna get Ignite, get Summoner's Wrath. If not, just put it in Sorcery. And typical stuff. If you're like, this is if you're like top and you want to be tanky, you could run it if you're mid and you want to be tanky. It's not really that big a deal if you're mid, though. I wouldn't suggest this setup. It's more for top if you want to be tanky. And it also works in jungle. Just make sure you take points out of these, and just make sure you have points in Bladed Armor, Tough Skin, and Smite if you're going to be in the jungle. I'm not going to do it because it's too much clicking. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And okay, here's what you do. You take out a block and you take out unyielding and you put it in there, and take like a point out of resistance and put it in there. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you like these videos, yeah, do that. If there's anything you'd like to comment on, please put them in the comment section. And if there's any champion you'd like to see me make a Root of Mastery video for Season 3, then please leave that in the comment section as well. So, thanks for watching.